Okay, hi everybody. I'm doing this a little differently tonight because I figured out how to make my favorite program work. This is Screencast-O-Matic that I'm filming this on. So hopefully you're accessing this link through YouTube. Hopefully it worked. So I am going to talk to you a little bit about the CLC this week. I'm all caught up with scoring from last week and the weeks prior, except if you've been handing anything in, as a redo. I haven't gotten to look at those yet, so don't worry. I will, and if you're worried, just nudge me because otherwise I'll get to it as soon as I can. I was telling one student I don't mind ever at all regrading and rescoring, but I don't ever guarantee when I'm going to have it done. I mean, I will have it done by the time the end of class comes, but anyway, but if you're getting panicky, then just let me know and I'll try and get to it. So thank you everybody for your kindness over the last couple of weeks. We're doing great over here at my house, so I went to work today and trying to get back to normal. So thank you for all your kindness. It's been overwhelming in a good way. So I wanted to talk to you about the assignment this week. It's another CLC, but I think it's kind of a fun one, actually, and there's two parts to it. This is obviously the LoudCloud version, and you're going to do two things. You're going to make a database, and you're going to write a lesson plan right there. And you're going to make a database with these things in it. And so I wanted to show you what I did. I thought we would use Google again. And so here is my Google account. Here's week 6 CLC docs. And see, there's the scholars, Team Blanco, all the way down. This is your lesson plan. This is my blank lesson plan. So I'll open this one. So, of course, you want to use a format, but, a GCU lesson plan format. Whoopsie. But what I want to do is show you what everybody has. So every group has this lesson plan format here. Oh, this is part 2. Let me start with part 1. Part 1 is the database. You are going to love, love, love this. You're not even going to believe it. This is the database. And so what I did is a Google spreadsheet. So 50 people can be editing this spreadsheet at once and it wouldn't even glitch. So this is what your job is, to find 25 resources, and within the 25 resources the assignment's talking about books and research and stuff, which is here, type of resource, what the author is, who the publisher is, what the genre is. So maybe that's like the Magic Tree House books. If you've noticed any of those Magic Tree House books, I know somebody was talking about using Magic Tree House books for like Civil War. I just filmed a teacher in my district doing that. It's a 2nd grade book, but it has the content, the social studies content of the Civil War. So anyways, but I want you also to think about websites. Like, for instance, somebody added a really great website called, now I can't remember it. It was in our forum. It was awesome. Oh, the Library of Congress. I didn't even know that one existed. So it was wonderful. So that would be one that somebody could say, Library of Congress, and then post the website here, and then tell what kind of resource that is. So these 3 are web resources: the name, a web address, and whether it's a blog or a reference site. Maybe it's a site that kids can create timelines. Like there's timeline websites that are cool. So anyways, what I want you to think about this database is for you to use in the future as a teacher. So you want to make it your own and make it really interesting. The last piece here is description of how and why the resource supports teaching social studies content. So you're going to want to connect it to, like, how would timeline website support teaching social studies? Well, it would help students with dates, it would help students with chronological order of things and that kind of thing. So that might be what you would put here. Okay, so this is the first piece. And so, but I want you to realize, and I think, where did I have that? Let me make sure. Oh, yeah. So I will make sure to get this into each of your folders too. This is basically the CLC assignment. Part 1 is to create the database. And so you're going to use the Google spreadsheets for that, which I showed you. You're going to go into the EED folder. I'm going to put the link on there. You should see the link on the LoudCloud. And then I want each person to make 8 resources. So I've got groups of 2, 3, and 4. So even if you're in a size group of 2, you don't have to make up all the 25 resources, okay? Don't worry. But each person in the group, no matter what size, is going to do 8. So the team of 2, they're going to have a minimum of 16 resources in there. It's not fair just because they're only 2 in a group that they'd have to do more work to build up to the 25. Does that make sense? So that's part 1. Every student is responsible for 8. That's why I have your names in there so I can count, so you can get credit for your work. Then the second piece is creating a lesson plan using one of the resources. And you could use more than one if you feel like you can. Like sometimes people use, I don't know, maybe a reference website with a book series or something. So what you're going to do is you're going to collaborate on the Google Doc. So there are 2 Google Docs for you: the lesson plan document and the online database spreadsheet. In the folder you'll find the lesson plan, which I already talked to you about. And oh no, I didn't talk to you about the lesson plan yet. So that was this. This is the CLC lesson plan that I was originally talking to you about. I got a little messed up here. So here we go. The lesson plan. Together you have to create a lesson plan. And so I want you to use the Google Doc and first decide on the objective. What's the objective you're going, is going to be in your lesson plan. And it has to be a literacy standard, so it's got to be something about literacy and social studies. Then, I mean, there's a few jobs that I thought we could split up. And so this group, if you're in a group of 4, this might be how you want to split up the work. If you're in a group of 3, which I have several groups of 3, this is how you might want to divvy up the work. And if you're in a group of 2, you might want to split up the work this way. Okay, whatever, it's totally fine with me. But in essence, you have to have an objective and a lesson description. You have to have assessments, formative and summative assessments. And then you have to build add skill building activities that go with the lessons. So just, activities. And then somebody, needs to put the lesson plan together, like, clean it up and stuff and get it all handed in. So if you're a group of 3, this is, kind of how I thought to divide it up. But I'm flexible. If this doesn't work for you guys and you want to do something different, that's totally fine. But just make sure it feels like it's fair and everybody's doing some solid work, okay? All right. So that's pretty much it. So you've got part 1 is creating the database, and part 2 is creating the lesson plan and then handing it in. Okay? So I hope that helps. And if not, you know where to find me. And have fun. You are going to love, love, love the resource one. Okay? The database. So just know, so I might type my name And then maybe I'm doing a website, so I'm going to scooch all the way over here and say, so I'll skip all this because it's not, a book or anything or a publication. It's a website. And then I'll put the website here. And then I'm going to say this is a reference site with activities. And then I'm going to put a description about, why. Okay, this site has many primary sources, and then I'm going to go on and on and on and on and on about why this is a great site. Okay? All right. I guess that's it. And I can't get my webcam to work. I'm on my PC instead of my Mac. So, I can't say hi to you, but, face to face, but I'm here. And if you need me for anything, or if you have a question about your grade, or, you're frustrated, or you're getting ready to quit, which of course, hopefully nobody is. It's the 6th week and you all are doing great. Then let me know before you jump ship. Be sure and let me know. Okay? All right. Let me know how I can support you. All right. Thank you so much. Hopefully this will help. Okay. Bye-bye.